What is going on, guys? In today's video I'm going to be talking about refeed days. So when to do refeed days, what are refeed days, how to do refeed days. All these will be covered in the video, as well as some benefits and refeed days against cheat meals, so the difference between these two. So yeah, enjoy the video. Refeed days are basically just a day that you increase your carbs and you keep your fats and proteins the same. I personally increase my carbs by around 100%. So I usually eat 220 grams a day of carbs, and I'm going to increase that by 100%. That would be 440 grams of carbs on my refeed day. So for example, if you're eating 200 grams of carbs a day, on your normal day, your deficit day, you want to eat 400 grams of carbs on your refeed day. So that's just a simple equation. If you can eat more, eat more. If you can't handle that many carbs, then just don't eat as many carbs. Maybe do it 70% more of your daily intake. It's just what works for you. So refeed days, increasing carbs, keeping fats and proteins the same. So let's talk about one of the main reasons why I do refeed days, and that's the psychological benefit you get from it. So for me, if I know I have a refeed on Sunday or Saturday, I look forward to it for the whole week, and it gives me the motivation to stay on my diet, keep my diet on fleek, because on Saturday I can go all out on the carbs if I keep my diet on check. So if I cheat on my diet, I'm not going to have a refeed day because I don't deserve it. So having a refeed day just gives me that motivation to stay on my diet, and it also just gives me a mental break from tracking everything to the T, because I'm really particular of how I track things. So when I have my refeed days, I'm a little more flexible with tracking. First benefit is psychological. It gives you the motivation, at least for me, to stay on my diet, and it also gives you that mental break. Another benefit is the replenishment of glycogen. What is glycogen? Glycogen is basically carbs. Your body turns carbs into glycogen, and glycogen is in your muscles. So when you're depleting those carbs for a while, your glycogen is going to be depleted in your muscles, making you appear smaller. Therefore the term flat comes from in the bodybuilding world. If you've ever heard someone say, I'm looking really flat, that's where it comes from. You're not ingesting enough carbs in your body to replenish that glycogen. So when you do those refeed days, those extra carbs that you're eating, they're not going to be stored as fat. They're going to go straight to your muscle to replenish that glycogen that's been depleted for so long. So that's why refeeds are so effective. They're not stored as fat, but they're stored in your muscles to replenish that glycogen that's been so depleted for however you've been dieting for. Another thing I want to mention is when you've been dieting for a long period of time, if you've ever done this, you know you get really, really hungry. Your appetite increases. You're never full. You eat a big ass meal and you're still not full. And those are hormones. Those are hormones in your body telling that you're starving yourself. So some people claim that when you refeed, those hormones that tell your body you're hungry or that you're full are set back to normal. Some people claim that. I don't really believe that. The main reason I do it is psychological effect. So mental break from the low carbs, and gives me something to look forward to. And the second thing is muscle glycogen replenishment. So looking better, having better pumps in the gym, more strength, just better workouts overall. So those are the two reasons why I do it. So when should you include refeed days? And I wouldn't really recommend including refeed days for people that aren't lean. If you're just starting out, first 2 weeks in a caloric deficit and you haven't really lost any weight, you're not really lean, I wouldn't really recommend this, because glycogen takes a little while to be depleted. So in 2 weeks, your glycogen isn't going to be depleted. For me, it took me 5 weeks for me to actually feel shitty in the gym, strength loss. I wasn't as full, like my muscles weren't looking as tight and full. So I thought it was a perfect time to do a refeed. Refeed days are more for people that, again, this is just my thoughts, but refeed days are more when you're already lean and you're feeling shitty in the gym. You need that psychological break from those low carbs. So include refeed days when you feel you're not performing as great in the gym and you're not looking as good. Yeah. The difference between a refeed day and a cheat meal is that a refeed day is actually tracked. You're actually tracking everything you're eating. You're only increasing your carbs. And with cheat days, you're just saying, fuck it, I'm gonna eat whatever I want. I'm gonna eat a burger, I'm gonna eat fries, I'm gonna eat a milkshake, I'm gonna eat all these things because I've been craving it for so long. The problem with that is that that's gonna kill 2 to 3 days of progress because all the fat you're eating, maybe you're overloading on the carbs. So refeed days are a lot more beneficial because it's only the carbs that you actually need for that glycogen. You don't really need all the fats or all the extra fats from that cheat day. So refeed days are actually tracked and only increasing carbs. Cheat days is just a full fuck it mode day that you eat whatever you want, I guess. And that will wrap up the video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. So I hope you guys like this, find it informative, incorporate those refeed days into your routine, and subscribe to the channel.